Yeah, so somebody who's let go of baggage from the past, you see, they've released it. So this is somebody who's responsible, reliable, pulls their weight. But this is also someone who you can depend on. They're dependable, nurturing, kind, compassionate, willing to cooperate, compromise. It looks like you're going to have some things in common. It's someone who wants to go down this path. Yeah, very, very nice energy. This is a loving person, but this is sometimes a person who keeps it all in, you see. But it's saying to just trust your intuition. Let's have a look at this. Yeah, so I do see beautiful change. This is somebody here, definitely a very positive energy, positive change. So, like I say, this is somebody who is dependable, reliable. They won't change. They are who they are, but they are dependable because they pull their weight, you see. So this is somebody who's obviously let go of baggage from a past relationship. They've moved on, but they're definitely no baggage. Love it. Yeah, they want to connect. Yeah, look at that. Oh my goodness. What do we got here? Oh my gosh, these cards just came out in a chunk. Let me just put that away. There we go. Yeah, look at this. This person's definitely determined. Look at they're mature. They're in control of their emotions. They're emotionally mature and available. But they're reliable, dependable. See, there's a spark, there's an attraction, and this is somebody who comes in pretty fast. They're coming in to take the lead, take control. Beautiful. See, it's about connecting. They want to connect. They want to talk. They're pretty fast. But it's also sometimes a person who, if you know this, it could be somebody who put on the brakes. Maybe they got a little emotionally overwhelmed at some point, but they've since maybe released some baggage, so it could go that way. Yeah, but it's a person who's in a hurry. They see you as the one. I mean, there's a spark and attraction, but it's about connecting emotionally. So it could be a friendship, a deep friendship that you have. But I like the world is in the middle because it shows me change and change for the better. Lots of growth. You know, this is a beautiful energy of change. I like it. Let's have a look at the King of Cups. Who is this person? They could be anybody. They're just kind, compassionate. Somebody who's nurturing. Somebody who cares. See, this is someone who cares. They're a caring, kind person. They care about you. Yeah, they're definitely, I mean, in that Chariot energy, they're very determined. Yeah, see, it's an energy of this person, Six of Wands. So you can see it's an energy of coming in, planning and preparing for success. See, they want this to be successful. So it could be someone here who needed to let go a little baggage. It is possible they may have put on the brakes a little till they let go of baggage. But what this person's looking at is someone they can also count on and rely on. Okay? They are reliable. You can rely on this person. Okay? They do pull their weight, but they also want that. So, because this is what they want. You know, is somebody they can count on as well. So but you can. I mean, this is a nurturing, caring person. So they could have Pisces in their chart. It's possible, or Cancer, but it doesn't have to be. It's just their energy, how they're feeling at this time with the Six of Wands. See, planning, preparing for success, but they're keeping it to themselves right now. Yeah, Two of Cups. They want to connect. You're aware of each other. There's a connection. You both want the same thing, but you want someone who you can rely on. See, some of you maybe have moved on from somebody you couldn't rely on, or they have. Someone who wasn't dependable. Yeah, you can rely. It's relying on each other, pulling the weight. This is somebody who's had a lot of weight on their shoulders. They're strong. I feel they're strong. They can carry a lot of weight. Like they're their own anchor. This isn't somebody who's, they're emotional, kind and compassionate, nurturing, but this isn't somebody who's, like they're soft on the inside kind of energy is what it's telling me. They have a lot of pride and ego, right? You know? Yeah, but it's about providing. See, it's what two people can provide for each other. They're a good provider. Yeah, like I say, it's a person who's strong. They can take a lot. They can carry the weight. Oh, yeah. I like this person's energy. Let's have a look. They definitely are someone who, you know, has had a lot of weight on their shoulders, but they can handle it. Like they're very, very strong person, but yet they have this emotional side, which I really like to see. So Three of Pentacles, Why is this here? Yeah, this is someone who's healed. See, someone who's cleared things up, cleared things out. This is someone who's likely has been taking a break from dating. It looks like they've been, dating people. People who aren't reliable or stable, or they don't feel they can depend on them. Yeah, or like I say, are people who put a lot of pressure on them. But I feel this person can handle a lot. I feel they're strong, confident, like inside, emotionally strong. So, but I do see this as someone who's taken a break from dating. You see, they've dated a lot of people. They're just like, I'm never going to find the one kind of energy. But there they are. So they've been doing some thinking. Yeah, healing, cooperation, compromise, compatibility. They're ready. This is someone getting ready to go down that path again. If you are already seeing this person and they have put on a break, I feel this is where they could be clearing things up, clearing things out before they go down this path. Okay? And it's often a person just kind of pinned down by their thoughts, just thinking. It's a person who's not taking any action just yet. But they will. Yeah, see, putting in the work. They do work a lot. They have a lot on their plate. But I do think this is somebody who's getting ready. They could be somebody getting ready to take a break. It's time for rest. You see, it's time for a rest. I feel they've dated lots and they're just taking a rest. Yeah. Yeah, even a rest from work possibly too. But I feel this is someone who's perfecting their craft and skills. They have a lot of skills. This person's a really capable person. But they're also looking for, it's an energy of two people who build each other up. So they're basically looking for a team player. Yeah. They're looking for a team player. I feel this is someone who hasn't had someone they can rely on. It's somebody who puts all the burdens on them. They had a lot on their plate. So even for yourself, the viewer, if you are a feminine, and you may be looking for this. So I do see two people talking, making sure you're on the same page. Yeah, this person's in their feels. Oh my gosh, they're very, like I say, but this person's their own anchor. They're very strong emotionally. So they are someone who's going to take the lead. Let this person take the lead, because I do feel it's somebody who's either healed or they've just taken a break. But they're not, it's an energy of this person making that move. There's a spark. There's an attraction. It's about choosing the one, you see. But this is somebody looking up at that cup, their feelings and emotions. Very, very deep feelings. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, this is someone who's been doing that inner work. But I do feel they're just working a lot, too. Like I feel that could be clearing their desk, just getting ready to take a break from work. That's simple, to spend time with someone, to get to know them. But let's have a look at this Two of Cups. The person you may commit to or marry. Yeah, Child of Swords. Very curious, still learning. See, they're still learning something. They're still curious about things that they want to know. So they've been doing some thinking. So they've learned something. Oh, they're in their feels. Like I say, a lot of growth, a lot of financial growth too. But this is someone who's now ready for change. They've left the past behind. They've moved on. I feel they've moved on from something. So it's likely someone who's just taken a break from dating or just healing from a situation. Tell me about the Chariot. Yeah, see, change. So if this is someone who's put on the brakes, that's where they feel just clearing things out from their past before they go down this path. So this is actually what you want. Okay, but they're coming in to take the lead. So beautiful change, beautiful, beautiful energy. Yeah, see the Explorer of Swords. They're now in a hurry. They've thought things through. They feel confident. They're decisive. They're ready to take action. So this person wants to communicate. They find there's an attraction here. Look at the Chariot again. See, they're very determined. With that Ace of Wands, there's an attraction, a spark. They're interested. But some of you, it has to do with this person figuring out you're the one. So it all depends how long you've been seeing this person. But if you've been on a break from this person, like I say, where they put on the brakes, they may have gotten a little overwhelmed. Okay? So this person will speak to you and communicate this. Yeah, but they aren't generally, I don't think this is a slow-moving person generally, because I do see, there's some Sag energy here. This is somebody here who, maybe they're just finally free of something. you know, free of a past relationship. Things may be moved very quickly, but they're coming in, and I do see communication. They're in a hurry, like they're not dragging their feet. It's just, I don't know, it's healing or clearing things up from, you know, this past. Tell me about the Six of Wands. This person has pride. They take pride. They have a little bit of ego too, but it looks like a healthy ego, King of Cups. So they take pride. They're goal-oriented, but I feel it's a healthy ego. So they have self-worth and self-value. Love it. Yeah, see, there's the cycle ended. They're ready for something new here. So this is someone who's let go of a situation or healed, or just, like I say, a break from dating, but now they're ready for a whole new cycle. It has to do with the timing. So it's possible you connected with this person and they weren't quite over something. I mean, the healing is, sometimes it's just a person. It could be financial, you know, if it's divorce or a breakup of some kind. It can be anything. It's clearing things out, clearing out negative thoughts, negative energy, whatever it may be. But they definitely are somebody who pulls their weight. Absolutely. Yeah. Oh yeah, they're ready. See, this is now this person could come into your place of work, or you meet them through work, or people you work with. But there's that Three of Cups. See, there's some sort of good news. This person's definitely feeling ready to date and court. So some of you have already had some dates with this person. You may have actually had a couple dates and then they put on the brakes, but they're still curious. They're learning things that they're learning. And it's also learning about self. What they want, what makes them happy, what fulfills them emotionally. But you can see this is somebody just going, it looks like progression to me. Yeah, see, there's the High Priestess again, trusting their inner knowing. See, they know a good thing when they see it too. There's that pearl in the shell, but it also has to do with communicating. I feel there's some people around. Maybe they're just from a community close by too. Could be someone who is maybe even moving or relocating at some point. But I'm seeing putting in the effort to do with this Three of Cups, which is often other people, friends, family. Could be somebody getting ready to introduce you to their friends and family. Or they want to know more about your friends and family, because it's the curiosity, the learning. Yeah, Six of Pentacles. Yeah, this person wants to reach out. It's about investing. See? Now, this is someone who's no longer invested in the past, I'll tell you that. They are absolutely not invested in anyone from their past. And if there's something you want to know, I feel this person will tell you. But they're definitely someone who's thought it through. They're very decisive. You can see leveling up. So if you've been dating this person and and you've introduced to friends and family already, this could be the next level. Yeah, see, there it is. There's coming in right. Somebody comes in right, putting their best foot forward. So if it is a person who put on the brakes, there may have been a reason. They may have decided to just keep it to themselves. Okay, but they're no longer giving to somebody. But they're trusting their inner knowing. They already know. See, they already know you're the one. You're what they want. Someone dependable, reliable. They're in your social circle if you don't know who it is. I feel some of you know exactly who this is. This is someone who's gone through some emotional healing, but I feel this person's definitely their own anchor. Yeah, Elder of Pentacles. They're stable. They're emotionally stable. They're not this isn't a drama person because they keep it all in. See, this is somebody, if you don't know who it is, this is someone who really likes you. You're either in their social circle or you know them somehow with that Three of Cups. Yeah, very stable. They're planning and preparing. See, they're no longer focused on anyone from the past, no longer giving, no interest. They're interested in you, and they're going to show you they're interested. This person's very generous with their feelings, emotions, their money, their time. But they're absolutely not interested in anyone else. To me, it looks like they're clearing out, maybe social media, people they've dated. Let this person take the lead. Now, this could be where this person just tells you how they feel. They may be curious if you feel the same, if you're going to reciprocate. They're kind of looking at the situation. I mean, they're assessing it, but I like that it's the Elder of Pentacles because it's like the King of Pentacles. Now, it's possible they see you this way. This could be a feminine energy. It's just an elder, somebody who's mature, stable. See, someone who's dependable, reliable. Oh my gosh. I feel both of you. Like I say, I feel there's this, both of you, it's change for the better, positive. There's movement forward. The cycle in the past is over. It's a windfall of abundance. The timing is right. The timing is right. See, it all has to do with the timing, about reaching out, whether you feel the same. So this is someone curious if you feel the same. Now, you've either connected to this person, you've crossed paths at some point. It's likely different for each of you, but I'll tell you, they're becoming more decisive. I mean, they're taking the lead, taking control. They want this. There's passion, a spark, an attraction. They're very passionate person, and often even creative, but you can see this pentacle. They're coming in very quickly. They want to talk. They want to communicate. I do think this person's could be kind of in a hurry, maybe thinking you have other options or opportunities, because it's possible that there is somebody else here, but they're no longer giving to anyone else. That's why I feel like they're letting go of anybody who gives them attention or who's been chasing after them, however that may be. But because they're planning and preparing a future. But I feel that because it's in the center, they're seeing you as like the Queen of Pentacles. Marriage material, the one, someone who's stable, someone who pulls their weight, someone they can count on and rely on, somebody who, feels like family, like there's something to do with family here. I don't know if this person carries a lot of weight from their family or what, but I mean, this is a 10. This is somebody who's released baggage. Because this is where the sun starts to shine, where they're starting to plan, to reach out. Yeah, they're coming after you. Like I say, they're decisive. They're feeling really confident here. Tell me about this Chariot with the Ace of Wands. See, they're determined. This is successful, Elder of Wands. Like I say, they're determined. Win or lose. This is somebody who comes in like they're just, I feel there's a physical attraction here. Very much so. But it's likely the timing is likely different for all of you. This is a timing card. This is a timing card. Like, it's about whether this is the right time. But they're going to reach out. They can be very generous. They also see a feminine who's very gracious. So I wouldn't be surprised if this person's checked you out online, or they've been kind of watching you. If you don't know who it is, maybe at work, seeing you as a dependable, reliable person. Yeah, or in your social circle. It could be an acquaintance, but if you're already dating them, they're already at that point where they're becoming decisive about making this choice, choosing the one, focusing on that wand. Like, they're really attractive, but yet they're stable. So I do feel this person's reliable. I mean, they're building a foundation here. And this is about committing. This is someone who will commit. They know. See, they know they need to be patient too. And I like the energy of this person. Yeah, they're very confident. So this is what you want. This is someone who's confident about what it is they want, who they want. They've tamed the beast. They're mature. This person isn't expecting. They will commit before they expect any kind of physical, connection here. But they will let you know they find you attractive. I feel like you're going to find them attractive too, because I'm seeing that world here again, which is telling me beautiful change for the better. This is someone who may be changing their look or, but this is someone, like I say, if this is someone who commits and they know, because I mean, with this energy, with that Six of Wands, this is like a Sag energy of someone who's played the field, dated, kind of hard to pin down, a person who's hard to pin down, hard to get to commit. When they do make that commitment, they're 100% confident that's what they want. So you see how this person, how they're thinking. So, oh my gosh. Yeah, this could be something you've been waiting for. See, and this is also someone who will wait. Because they're confident in self. Their physical appearance, their finances, everything. They feel confident. So they don't mind waiting. They're happy to be friends first. And that's what I feel. So, and they could be a friend of a friend, but they're more than happy to be friends first. I like this because I feel, like I say, they are confident enough to wait, which shows me they're very emotionally mature and stable. There's someone who knows exactly what they want. They're going to be reaching out. They're going to be very generous. I feel this is someone who's going to give you a lot of attention. Now, they could be, like I say, it could be someone who's just checking you out, online dating, social media at this point, you know, and they're thinking about dating. But for most of you, I feel like you're already dealing with this person. See, they're a little cautious, a little careful what they wish for. They're playing it safe. See, they're not going to love bomb you either. This isn't someone who's going to pour it on thick and overwhelm you. See, they're wise too. They've thought it through. They don't want to overwhelm you. They're confident to wait. They're happy to be friends first, but they're very generous. Very generous with their feelings, their time, their energy. This person will give you lots of time and attention. And they'll also give you all the time you need. If you're not confident, you know, about connecting, you know, physically or taking things to another level. So I really like that. It's showing me this is somebody who's got themselves under control. They're totally mature emotionally, and they're under, you know, they're not controlled by those passions. You know, it's there, but they can control it. They're mature. I love it. Yeah, beautiful, beautiful energy. And this is someone, like I say, you won't get love bombed. You know, where they're all of a sudden just going to burst out and do something that overwhelms you. Overwhelms you. They don't want to overwhelm you. So I find that really very considerate person. Very considerate. Yeah, see, they've tempered everything. Temperance. They've thought it through, head and heart. They feel confident. This person sees you're their type. You're exactly what they want. And I do feel like you're very much the same. Things in common. Yeah, this is someone who's pulled back. They look at things differently. You're different than the usual type. But it's about this person tempering all that. They're very mature. This is someone getting ready. See, they're ready. They're prepared to. And if you've been waiting for this, they're just getting ready. Someone getting ready. And it could be giving you a heads up too, because literally this could be that moment where they offer you some kind of commitment because they feel confident. So even though they're committing, they're not expecting anything until you're ready. Another thing I see, they're not 100% sure if you feel exactly the same as they do. Especially if you've been dating them and you've only had a few dates. So they're definitely being very patient, but they're tempering it. But it's an energy of whether you feel the same. That's what I feel a lot of this is with this person. Tell me more about temperance. Yeah, see, they want to rush. Oh, they've already made their choice. They've already chose. They've already put all those eggs in that basket. But it's whether you're ready. So that's why I feel they're not going to love bomb you, but they will commit. They'll be happy to wait. And I do see a lot of talk. I see a busy time, the two of you doing things together. See, they want to do things with you. That's why I kind of feel it's somebody who, if you aren't dating anybody, they could be taking a break from work because they've been working a lot. Like it's time to, it looks like a person who's getting ready to date again, where they've just been on a break, now taking a break from work so they can give you lots of time and attention and get to know you. So that could be somebody who decides that's how they're going to go about this, how it's going to start, because it is the start of a new cycle. I like their energy because I feel they've tempered everything and they're patient and they're, they balanced head and heart, but they're not 100% sure you feel exactly the same. So they're certainly not going to love bomb you or, pour it on or, I feel they're just going to be cool, but they are definitely somebody who wants to get things moving. There's no doubt. Yeah, and you can see the hangman. See, they're mature. They put the shoe on the other foot. They're kind. They care about how the other person feels. They care about how you feel. And they're just, I feel, hoping that you care about how they feel too, because that's what they're looking for. Some of you have had people where you've given and given and they never reciprocated, or they never showed they cared. They weren't what you never really knew if they're truly invested. And that's why I feel this person, they've learned something about that. You see? Because I feel they've dealt with somebody who didn't show that they cared, and that's likely what they've released here. But that's all about sharing, caring, showing it. And you can see, putting the shoe on the other foot, how the other person feels. See, they take a pause and they look at things from a different perspective. So I love that they care about how you feel, and they're hoping you care about them. Oh my gosh, yeah. I mean, this is someone who, it's about making you feel comfortable, making you feel safe. You know, it's an energy of being stable. I love this person's energy. Yeah, they're manifesting. They have all the tools they need to manifest. They have everything they need. They already know you're what they want. They see what you bring to the table. So some of you already are dealing with them. Others of you, they're about to reach out to manifest this, to get it going. So, yeah, and I do see decisive, taking action. They certainly don't want you to get away. They like to talk. They like deep conversations. But they're not somebody, I gotta be honest, they're kind of macho. Like on the outside, they're kind of macho, and I feel they're very strong, capable, very emotionally strong, and physically, I feel too. This is someone who will protect you and look out for you. And the cool thing about it, though, is this very masculine energy that they have. It's very appealing, very sexy and charming, you know. And I can see the feminine liking this energy, but they're manifesting this by there's going to be communication and talk. So if you were to feel you don't want to rush into it, this person will more than happy cooperate and compromise. But it's about the two of you. I feel they want to do things with you, and that's what I feel. It's about doing things with you, spending time with you. So this is somebody I feel is getting ready to take a break so they can give you the attention, you know, that you need, that you deserve. That's what I feel they're planning. That's the preparation. So they're going to be reaching out to see. Now, it does have to do with timing, schedules, things like that, but I really feel this is a really, really considerate person. Really considerate. Like, they actually care. It's like they look at it first before they think before they speak. Put it that way. Okay? They take that moment to think it through. Tell me about the Six of Pentacles and we'll wrap this up. Yeah, see, a single person. See, they're not sure, you know, if you feel the same. For some of you, because they're just in your social circle. Others of you, you've already had some dates. So the next level could be introduced into friends or family. But some of you may even be beyond that point. Because they're manifesting. They have all the tools. They already know everything they need to know. They see you as the one. They have everything they need, too. Financially, all of it, you know. So, but the fact that they're kind of compassionate and stop to think about how you feel. So it's an energy of likewise too. So tell me more about this person. Some of you, it's just like I feel it. Some of you, it's a friendship. You're a friend of friends, or they're an acquaintance, and it's possible you don't even know. They know you're single, but they're curious. They don't know enough. So like I say, they're going to reach out and see, you know, if you're interested. And they are aware that you may not be. So, yeah. Elder of Wands. Yeah, this person's stable, reliable, dependable. Ace of Cups, though. See, they come in right. You can rely on them. Okay, this person has a lot of skills. They're capable. They may have tools. They can fix things. Like, they're kind of handy, and so they bring something to the table here. They're also financially stable. They're also very creative. They're very good with their hands. You know, I feel this is someone who's often busy. They're always doing something, but they want to do things, and they want someone to do things with. You see, this is about doing things together, getting to know each other. And this is where I feel this person knows when you do things and spend time with someone, that's when you get to know them the best, when you spend the time. So I wouldn't be surprised if this is someone taking a break from work and they're in your social circle and they're going to approach you because they know you're single, but it's whether or not you're interested. Yeah, very handy, very capable. They have a lot of skills. They're dependable. They have their feet planted on the ground. Yeah, see, they're clearing things up. This is why I feel this is someone clearing out the past, clearing things up. Could be their house and home, whatever. But you see, sweeping things up. Look at the 11. See, they want to come together. Oh my gosh, yeah, there's communication. See, there's some sort of note communication. So they're going to reach out and communicate. Can you expect in the future? Yeah, they're stable. Look at that. They're emotionally stable too. See, the anchor. That's the King of Cups. They're their own anchor. If you're not interested, they can take it on the chin. But 9 of Pentacles, they are single. They'll let you know. They might just ask you too to make sure. It's possible they're not 100% sure. But I feel like it's either online dating, social media, or somewhere in your community, maybe even a workplace. Maybe you work with somebody or they work with someone you know, because this could just start at a gathering. But man, oh man, this person's the biggest thing they want is someone they can rely on. Like you can rely on them. They're going to show you they're reliable. They're going to show you they're stable and they're emotionally mature. It's not like they're purposely showing you, but they are somebody who I feel with the Magician, which is like the Wizard of Awareness. They're very much aware that you have to spend time with someone to get to know them. That's why I feel it's taking a break from work. I mean, it could be suggestions of someone telling them this too. Take some time off, because they have everything. I don't feel this person, can say it could be vacation time. Let's just have one more card on that. And then I'm going to grab a couple more cards and wrap it up. Yeah, birds of a feather flock together. See, friends. Very positive news communication. So this is people probably telling this person, just take some time off and spend time with them. Look at that. Yeah, there are people, very positive. This person has positive people around them. Birds of a feather flock together. You would fit with their friends and family too. They see you as just right. They like this. Like I say, some of you are already seeing them, or you already know, you've already dealt with them, but it's a whole new cycle. Windfall of abundance, the timing is right. They want to connect. So it's about time, spending time, giving you attention. And they could be kind of checking things out too, some of you, where who you're giving attention to. Because I feel this is somebody who certainly doesn't want to come rushing in and look like a fool, because they're gathering info, they know, but they're very much aware about spending time getting to know somebody. Like they know it. They totally understand. It's about doing things together is the best way. So I wouldn't doubt if you have something that needs fixing, this person is one of those people who will do it because they want to spend time with you, and that's how you're going to get to see this person's. They're very, very stable. They're anchor emotionally. You can count on them. Love it so much. Yeah, see, some sort of an agreement. There's some kind of an agreement. You're going to have an agreement here. You're going to help each other out, but you can see this person. This is the Ace of Wands energy too. Something you're both very passionate about. Yeah, both of you. There's some sort of little agreement that the two of you are going to make here. You're going to help each other out, I feel. Do things for each other. You're going to see each other's skills. And the agreement is to get to know each other. But look see, someone's already knows. They already know. They're already putting all their eggs in the basket. You see? Yeah, they're already putting all, that's somebody here. There's somebody talking. There could be a friend here. There could be someone who's a faithful friend, a loyal friend here, because I see someone talking, but someone's talking. This person's already made up their mind. They've already put all their eggs in that basket. That's why I feel they're clearing out anyone who's around them. They're clearing out their contacts. They're letting people know they're unavailable, whatever it is they're doing. So excellent energy. Yeah, see, their house, their home. Yeah, they have a nest egg, but I see fixing a house and home. They have the tools, so I wouldn't doubt if they're clearing up things from their house and home. But this is why I feel if you have someone who tells you anything about this person, what you're going to find out is they've already chose you. They've already made that choice. They're already putting all those eggs in the basket. The one. See, I feel both of you. I feel some of you are already seeing them. Others of you, it's how it's going to play out. Yeah, see, an energy of independence. Two independent people. 10 of Cups, emotionally fulfilled. See, this is two people who've learned to be by themselves, taking a breaks from dating. You see, healing, whatever it is you needed to do. Focus on money, your house, your home, whatever. But it's two people who are now ready. You're both happy doing your own thing. And this is often when you meet the right person, when you've spent that time alone. You're happy and content alone. But man, oh man, when the two of you come together. So we got two single people. Both very similar, where you focused on money. You know, you're very comfortable. But I'm going to tell you, this person has already put all those eggs in the basket. They already know. And I wouldn't be surprised if some of you are already feeling the same way. You've already chose the one. Both of you. Two wands there. Look at that. There it is. There's a lot of abundance. Again, another 9 of a single person with a lot of abundance. Something's blossoming, developing, growing. And what is the... Oh, Queen of Pentacles. So now we have a Queen and King of Pentacles energy. See? Marriage material, independent. Two people who have looked out for themselves. You're basically happy. But when you come together, see, there's no baggage. That's why I feel there's no baggage here between you and this person. It's already gone. Like I feel you, two people who've been single for some time, but they're going to reach out to see if you're interested. And I do feel they're kind of going to take a little time here. Yeah. Look at that. See if it's mutual. The Star. See, you both release baggage from your past. You're coming together. So this is your hopes and dreams. I think this is absolutely fantastic. And this is how it usually goes when you're single and you're kind of content and happy. And then you all of a sudden cross paths and you meet each other. And it's different than any other. This isn't going to be the same as any other relationship you've had. Because there's no baggage. You're both stable. You're both completely single. There's nobody around. No stress and anxiety. And you're just going to enjoy. You're going to do things together. And they're going to, with their friends, their family, I feel I just see nothing but positive progression here. So I'm going to pull out a couple cards. What can you expect with this person? This is the person you're going to end up either in a committed relationship. Some of you might be in a committed relationship and choose to live in your own homes, but you'll spend time helping each other at your homes. But I feel for most of you, that's kind of how it's going to start. I'm not saying you have to own your own home, but it's somebody who has a comfortable home, someone who's comfortable. See, it's an energy. This person just sees somebody here. And it's both of you, though. This is the interesting thing, making each other feel comfortable. And just being friends. And it's like you can just hang out and you're just doing things together and not even talking all the time. It's just this togetherness. It's such a lovely energy. It's just doesn't get much better than this. And then we have open-minded. So there's a lot of open-minded energy, objective energy, and learning. So you're learning about each other. You're going to learn from each other. You're going to learn skills from each other too. So very open-minded, somebody with an open mind. Very nice. I see some Mercury energy. Think, learn, network, communicate. So there's going to be communication coming in pretty quick here. Yeah, pretty fast communicate. They like to talk. They like to communicate, but they're okay with comfortable silences too. Look at the fire. This person feels confident, optimism, passion, and brave. So this person's not afraid to reach out to, they're not afraid to nurture, care, and show feelings. Like, they will care for you. If you're sick, they'll care for you. They'll look out for you. You see, this is the thing. This isn't somebody who puts responsibility. They won't put all the responsibility on you. They will be just as dependable and reliable as you are. So I so love it. I mean, this person's just progressing emotionally too. Such a nice energy. And then we have Capricorn energy, ambition. So they still are somebody who has goals and ambition. They take methodical steps, planning, preparing. Both of you. So very stable, very, very grounded. It's just, this is the couple that work together, do things together, play together. But you have, and I do think this is an energy where both of you keep your circles small, but you're going to bring some of your friends and family together. Everything's going to blend, and it's going to just happen lovely. I see a lot of open-minded energy. So somebody who's, has an open mind, they're willing to try anything, even try new things. So love it so much. And it may be what's required of you. And then I see this energy of stable, persistent loyalty and dependability. So fixed. In other words, and I'm not doing the astrology, I'm just using the cards for the energy. When this person makes up their mind, and I feel you both are already putting all your eggs in one basket. You've already chose the one. You've already chose each other. You've manifested. Okay? It's fixed. So there will be commitment, even if you're just friends first. This person's not going anywhere. Even if you want to stay in your own home, because I see that energy, being open-minded about living in your own homes, but still being a couple. Little unconventional for some, but hey, if you're older people and you kind of like your own little comfortable home and your own space, a little peace and quiet to yourself, alone time, this person will respect that. I wouldn't doubt if you both have that, but I feel most of you, what I feel for most of you is you're going to come together with your material things, because I do see a house and a home under here. Planting the seed. And it's possible too, you might buy a new home, build a new home. So this person, there is a lot of structure, self-discipline, life mission, and accomplishments and career. So you both have accomplished something, but it's what you're going to accomplish together as a team. This is what this person sees. They're seeing a team player. I feel both of you are going to see that. Such a lovely, it couldn't get any better. Yeah, trust, patience, spirituality, and receptive. So this is yin. This is where I feel, and it's coming out to show right here where I say they're going to reach out to see if it's mutual, if you feel the same. And I do feel like you do. It's everything both of you could ever want, your hopes and dreams. But neither one of you have baggage here. You see, I feel like the baggage is gone. Now, it's possible some of you could have started dating this person at some point and they put on the brakes before they introduced their friends and family. Nothing bad was said with friends or family, but they may have needed to clear something up because they may have it could have been so fast where they felt this is the one, because they may have just had a couple dates and then they're realizing all these people who keep coming towards me, chasing after me, I'm letting them go. They got to go. They need to be, get out of the way, right? Yeah, because that's why I feel. And I wouldn't be surprised if it's both of you. Because when those eggs go into that basket with the Two of Wands, it's like you've already made the choice before it's even spoken. But this is the other half. This is someone seeing someone as their other half. It's like they know with the High Priest. It's like you both just know. So this is gorgeous. Do take care. Wish you the best, and bye for now.